going on. December, still decent volume and plenty of action, right?
That's a new. You know what? I know it got stale over the pandemic. It's a new normal.
Okay. Just briefly, because tomorrow I have an interview with Henrik.
Yes.
Just want to update people. So Friday I said short euro and buy the dollar. I was on the live stream. So you could take partials if you want in front of the NFP. If you bought the close, you have about 70 there. If you sold euro on the close, you have about 90 here. I think that we're going to retest the lows. Was talking about a rally in the end back to 52 to 53. I haven't put out any new shorts yet. I'm thinking 53, or what I'd like to see is the dollar be strong one day without the yen being up 90 pips, like the dollar be up and the yen struggling to put on some gains. So I think, oh yeah, and I think I was wrong about thinking that yesterday's gap in nat gas was, you know, the breakaway gap. It filled it, and after reassessing, I think that we're going to do something like this: A, B, C.
Wow. Really?
So yeah, so you could
Okay.
probably get out of the way, and I wouldn't short it, but I think you could get it cheaper. And so tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods, Mike. S&Ps. We went to Henrik's 6,100 target, and I think he's raised it to 64. It's funny, you get close to targets, and then you get nervous, and you've been holding a target for a year, and then it's almost there, and you want a little more leeway. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of, hey, you ever do this, Mike? Oh man, the market's getting close to my stop. I better cancel it.
Yeah. There were
Huh?
a thousand of those things when you when you're day
Yeah.
trading, when you're
Yeah.
when your manager says you have $1,000 more to liquidate or else you liquidate your positions. You know how it
Yeah,
goes.
they're like a CIC order. Cancel if close. You
I
know?
coach. Yeah, I have another. We should do a video on that. But when you're down
Yeah.
in a position
Yeah.
and you want to try to break even, and it doesn't get to the break even, you usually get into trouble.
Yeah. They even say that on the gambling ads on the on TV during the games, all the different gambling sites.
That must have been where my subconscious brought it out from.
They call it don't chase your losses.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what they call it you know, on television. Anyway, so that's it. I mean, decent rally in metals. I thought silver could get up to 32, and now, we'll see if it's more than just a, you know, bear market rally and it's going to roll over again. Because, you want to be bullish silver, I could make a case.
silver's the most. Anything that's going off, coach, is SLV. Out of
A
any
lot
metal,
of, co-
anything across the board.
all right, well, that would imply a new high in silver for a third drive, right? Here's one, here's two, and three would be up here, I don't know, 37, 38. So, last week it had a decent week with gold down, and the gold silver ratio is cracked, which doesn't make sense because it kind of correlates with the dollar. If the dollar's heading higher, what's going on here? Um, anyway, so we'll see. I'm not doing anything. Okay, sometimes to me it's a
Neither
coin
am I.
toss.
No more.
I could see both sides of the trade. So I feel conflicted, and when I feel conflicted, I don't feel like I need to force myself to make a decision. I'll just watch. It's okay to watch, right? I mean, that's why they make movies. Anyway, what's going on with you over there, Mike, with equities? What are you trading? Does it feel like there's might be some profit taking before year end, or is everyone going to wait for January?
Well, I still listen. Let's be honest. Okay, I don't want to sound like a Today's close is very important, Coach. It's okay. It's just every close is important.
Yeah,
The pros are where the close is. But after yes, okay, let's go to the tape. Do I have the thing?
because of yesterday's reversal, it's important that
Well, I'm
they.
going to grow up. It depends on whose chart is on FUT. Okay, can I have this? Do I have the screen?
Oh, sure.
I'm sending a share request.
All right. I'm. I don't mind sharing. What good is anything until it's shared with another?
I say that to the majority of my girlfriends. Believe me. Oh. Coach, it's a nice sweater. What is it? Freaking 42 degrees in San Diego? What's going on over there?
It's 35 out here.
Is it?
Yeah,
Look where it is here. Do I have it? Hold on.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the desert. Gets cold in the winter and it's too hot in the summer. It's very harsh,
I'm gonna
harsh
freaking.
climate.
I can't even see my cars. A foot of snow here. Okay.
Uh,
What am I talking about when I say today's okay, always something to
important.
do. By the way, China stocks gave it all back. Regardless of what you think, this is more of, now it's getting to be inside days and ranges.
Yeah,
FUTU, which is a China stock, China was up. I mean, China, the Hang Seng, I believe, was only up 2.5% or something. A lot of these stocks were up 10, 20%. FUTU, I bought some a little while ago, a small amount. Okay, stock has a range from 83 to 103, $20 range in the last probably 6 trading hours. I'm buying some here, not married to it. Okay, there's volatility.
man. The market just will not give China a break every time. They'll give them a day that okay, what you did might be right to squeeze shorts for a day, but uh, it can't put a string together except from that initial blast off.
AMD showed its hand. If you flip that chart over, you'd be buying it no matter what the
Yeah,
end was.
yeah, semiconductors. SMH, hasn't made a new high
Hey,
since July.
Apple is the strong one so far, still making new highs. Had to be matches.
Yeah, yeah,
TSMC, by the way, I digress. This SMCI CEO is speaking as we speak. I think the stock's down $5. Okay, another example, semi, if you will, it goes with NVIDIA chip. What time is this? Yesterday at this time, stock was 47. Now it's 40. Now, I'm not just saying any stock here. Stock's traded 40 million shares.
yeah,
It's traded Microsoft and Apple combined. Stocks coming down to the 50-day might be tradable. You might want to take some money out of it. It's just time for me to start building a position. I'm not really sure. That's not my type of, regardless. Okay.
yeah.
Other stocks that were, keep in mind in AMD, stocks that were highly valuated that were going up. This Kava worked. It was down $19 yesterday. Please go to TGH Power Hour highlighting that. Google, the one that they're well, okay, there's a reversal. There you go, coach. All right.
Yeah, but I got run over on this chip they invented. I didn't know. I wouldn't have,
Okay. You also got relief from yesterday on Nevada because they had problems with their chips. So you got to
yeah,
watch on chips. That's why
yeah.
Nevada was down yesterday. You know that.
I thought it was because of what China did. But anyway,
It's
it's
actually because of
acting.
what you said.
It couldn't even rally today with the market up again. There's something wrong with it.
All right. Well, Oracle. All right. Yesterday. Okay. So Oracle came into numbers.
Yeah,
Software has been the hottest out there. Hence a Twilo and all these other stock. Twilo, I'm shorted.
yeah,
Finally getting paid on it. There's the 3 drive coach.
yeah.
Boom,
That's three.
boom, boom.
It's too
Right.
much mo. My best three drives, Mike, for you to know,
Yeah, no,
are
yeah.
are when the RSI, the
Never.
last drive is under 70.
You taught me that.
When it's over 80, they're lower probability because there's just so much momentum. There's too.
Putting my ego aside, I always do. Maybe I had it in my subconscious after almost 30 years of trading, but you taught me that about the RSI. And by the way, net over time, like I say, my plays, not say you're correct.
I'm not saying it can't work. I'm
No,
just saying,
that's why I
you
had
know,
that. That's why I made that segue. All right,
yeah,
next,
yeah, yeah,
Walmart. I mean, Walmart yesterday had. I'm going to bigger things. So Oracle, as I pointed out before, had earnings.
yeah,
Again, if Oracle had good numbers, could have very easily went over could have very easily hit 220. So
yeah.
bottom line is the stock closed at 200, hit $30 move. Tesla keeps bouncing around the 400 number. There
Wow.
you go. Does it have more in it? Still above yesterday's close. You don't want it to be yesterday's high. You don't want it to go above 397. Watch it. It's more
Yeah.
macro at this point. You know what I mean? APP, the big stock everybody was down $39 yesterday. Okay, that worked. The high yesterday at this time, and I'm saying a lot. The common denominator that I'm saying, a lot of stocks at this time yesterday, stock was 409.
Yeah.
You know, now it's 340 with the volume. That might have tipped its hand.
Some profit taking, huh? Into year end. Yeah, there's Amazon. Look at Meta. I think Meta's diverging. Yeah.
That's your setup. You said it for 2 months. You wanted to make that drive over 6. I never thought it would.
Yeah.
We had this discussion here. I didn't think it'd get back over there. I really didn't.
And it did diverge, so I own enough puts right now. So, but it is diverging. It hasn't done anything wrong yet except diverge.
I think out of these Mag 7 stocks, if I may say, if they're going to go into something, it's still going to the barometer. If Apple pulls back like 3% per se, I
Go
don't think
buy
they're going
it.
to run into Meta. I think the Meta rotation, in my opinion, is the last of the 7 to stay strong. In my opinion,
You mean the weakest?
the weakest, the weakest of the 7 as
Okay.
we speak. Apple being the strongest.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Apple has a better RSI pattern than that.
All right, let's
No,
look here. All right, this is, I mean, you know, for anybody to take money in the market, I'm not saying it's a swing trading situation. It's kind of not. This is the volume list. There's a stock that normally hold on. Let me set this. By the way, if anybody needs help setting up their parameters, please let me know. We're only interested in things that trade above, you know, 2 million at this point. Here's the list. This is a stock that normally trades 200,000. It's trading 135 million. CMRX. As a matter of fact, Mickey in the room, high level opinions now. We're really starting to actually not help people. I think Mick knows what he was doing, but here he is. He woke up this morning. Where it is. Before surfs up, I have to point this out.
yeah, he knew about Jason Shapiro. He does his work. He does his
3 hours
Mickey's.
ago,
He gets around.
he's in England.
Yeah.
Took a little money out of CPIX. Where's CPIX? That's up there with the top gainers. So hold on. Percent gainers day. Should be up here. Trust me, if it didn't, it worked. Ali, that worked, my trade. So this is the stocks of up movement. Anything that's up today, besides maybe Alaska Airlines, to me is speculative. Maybe Ali's bargain basement, which we had.
Yeah.
Bio, low floater. Low floater normally does 600,000. UNFI Foods. But let's look at the percent loser list on the day. Are you seeing anything larger? I don't know. You're seeing all China gave it all back, like I said, FUTU on the low, nice trade. You know, a couple of rotation. There's uranium, NNE. You know what? SMCI, like I mentioned, a couple of China. Oracle should be there. It's about the close, coach. When we're bringing things up like Google having this type of chart, you know, Oracle had bad news at $30 range, literally coming back to the 50-day resistance. Not saying it's a trade. Your opinion on Meta? Okay. What else do we have here? You know, other bigger stocks. General Motors coming down to the 50-day. I can't. I think it's almost deja vu. A week ago, I saying General Motors is an animal.
Yeah. Now it looks like it's been tamed.
That's what. Don't they say 10% is a correction? The stock corrected in a week and a half.
Yeah.
That's 10% and change more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm a portfolio manager. I got to answer to somebody. Why did General Motors? I mean, normally 10% move takes you a year. The reason why the reason why my private money, if you will, the more experienced you are, the more you want to give it to me. But a guy that I'm handling the portfolio sees do I have to tell him that I have a 10% stop? I got to watch General Motors to have a 10% stop out in a week when I was a hero in two weeks ago? That's why I
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
I was a hero 2 weeks ago. Wow, Mike, you made money in General Motors going from 51 to 60. 1 week later, 10%. I'm supposed to have a 10% stop loss. So I went through 2 weeks of trading that by the way, 10% move being up General Motors. I don't care where you are. It's a nice thing to have in the portfolio. So even I went through all that effort to make 10% in General Motors, but in basically 3 weeks and one time, I'm net in it. That's why I'm net even in it. Now I don't even know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do it.
Okay.
You get it? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not getting personal, but I am being personal, I get. But what do you do from here? I don't know. General Motors now is turned. It's turned into more letting me tell what the market might do. There's a Starbucks, for example. Procter and Gamble has come back. 180 to 170 in a week. I know I may be a Generation Xer, but that's a big move.
Yeah, everything's a big move. I mean, this this is a historic market that we're trading in. We've
Hey,
never seen a market like this.
IoT is on the. Apologize, Coach. IoT was on the IBD top 20 list
Yeah.
a week ago. 56. All of a sudden, it's over.
College football standings are more
No,
stable.
I saw.
They're more stable. Um, okay. So CPI tomorrow, you don't care. Um, yeah, so I think next week's the last full week, and then we have those broken up weeks with Christmas and New Year's. So when you say it should be thinning out, everyone going for their holiday winter vacation now
Coach,
next week?
here's my basic universe if you list. All I know is I don't care if it's an algo, a human, a combination these days. There's always look at the board. There's something to do. If
Yeah,
there if something is skewed on type of one area where somebody, algo or human, might have an edge, they'll be in it. ALB sold some of the fun yesterday, the best of breed lithium stock. Hold on a second, literally. Yesterday at this time, the stock was 113. This morning it hit 103. It's a 10% move.
yeah,
24 hours in a stock that looked like it was going to go to 140. The volume was beautiful. We had a breakout. Now it's broken. So what am I supposed to do? Mr. Jones, the stock looked good, you know,
yeah.
when the college football stand is saying,
This time of year is notorious for a lot of false signals.
what about this? Here's the segue. Here's my other one. All right, holiday, light volume. Seasonally, go to yesterday's uh, video. You should know how to go to the YouTube. Holiday, light volume. Seasonality usually bullish. It's good feeling. Usually good feeling. Now you need a good, which means a bad catalyst to change things at the moment. Doesn't look like Oracle, and Oracle bounced. Doesn't look like it's Google. Google looks good. There's more reason to be a net buyer than net seller on dips at this point.
Yeah,
Net.
yeah,
It's up to you to stock pick. That's what we're here for. All right, flow. You want to go with us? This is what's easiest right now instead of spot stock picking. Nothing attracts a
yeah.
crowd like that.
Just
Flow.
trade the option flow. What do you
That's
got?
it. Fix. All right. Somebody's hedging into tomorrow's CPI. Very rare, by the way. I see VIX hedges. Nope.
Okay.
All right, Tesla. There's a guy going out till Christmas. He's hedging into some calls. There's nothing going January 17th. Now, that's less than a month away. A month away. I don't see anybody going out till April saying that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no conviction.
And if I do, I'll let you know. Hughes, they're going, December 13th.
Yeah.
I don't see anything worth. There's the semis. You want to try to catch it? It's on that DeMark bottom liner.
Hmm.
It might be short covering. You might want to make it short covering. You want to take a position long term. I don't know. I'm not that type of guy that's, if it's active and if it has volume, I'll be in it. But I'm not the type of guy to take a stand on AMD now. You know what I mean? It might be the stand. I don't know. And I'm not the guy to say that Google's acting that well where I want to take a position on this dip yesterday. God forbid it has a full breakout, it's going right through the gapper. The one's, at least 180. Not a big move, but if you own it from 186, then now you got to think now. Once you get into these things, I got to think instead of just playing clean flow and volume. You know what I mean? Now I got to think with this. Oracle. You know what I mean? They could have now it's back up here and they bounce. I don't know if it's. I mean, I have to be aware of it. You know, I don't know if it's a dead cat bounce or they're buying it on. I don't see any flow going, so I gotta wait and see what it's really. If it's a scar or they're gonna rotate. I don't know what it is yet, but I got to be aware of it. You
Yeah,
know,
I never really know. I just know
I never know either.
I just know you know, there's a good probability of trying it here. This is where I'm wrong. When I'm right, this is what I'm looking
Oh,
for.
coach, I'm not
It's
claiming
always
that
like
though.
that.
But
Yeah.
Reddit's been parabolic. Yesterday has the most volume it did in a month. Now
Yeah.
it's below yesterday's close. You know, it's active.
Oh
Well,
yeah, Reddit. Yeah.
all right. CCJ, another one that was on my show. I don't know why I didn't short this. That was the volume yesterday. Most volume is done on the downside.
Look at that divergence up there.
Oh, look at that line too. Touche, coach. Exactly.
That's a
Point,
good
point, well
three
put.
drive. Yeah.
You know, coin. The whole place was loading in it.
Yeah.
Breakout.
That's a three
Now it's
drive.
below all. Now the moving averages, as a technician, if you will, are starting to
See
go.
how the last high on this chart is under 70?
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that though that's what you want to see on the third
I
drive.
hope you can see that on Twilo because this stock's, yeah, I got
Well,
this.
it's over 80.
I'd like to
Yeah.
cover this thing at 103. I'm not going to lie. Another thing about Mark. 1 week ago, Alaska Airlines. Hold on, let's talk about an airline. They've been hot. Had news today. Good news. The stock closed at 54. It opened at 64. Had a
Wow.
down tick 64. You know, it down ticked 10% on that opening print. You wouldn't think that a stock like Delta today, which actually went negative. So when you see the best of breeds go negative, and that is the Delta, for example, the Delta. You know, that was an example for if ALK did this a week ago, look at the Delta. I'm sure UAL, as everybody knows. UAL, by the way, which was hurting me, I had 3 days, coach. A 105 print. I covered yesterday, 95. $10 lower in 3 days. Remember I told you it was killing me?
Yeah.
It's freaking $12 and before I even knew it. So anyway, price action. Another one, LUV. So one of the smaller airlines popped on good news. The other ones are some of them are negative and they took profit taking. Be aware. So
Yeah.
uh,
Southwest. Okay.
that's it. Here's the list. Here's my unit. And Newmont, I don't know. It's still dead in the water. The one that they're looking to do is AGQ. Coach, what's your opinion on that chart? Especially when they're taking silver calls. Where am I buying this thing?
Well,
Look at that volume on the pop. Yeah.
I mean, last week, that day when it was down, I think I
It
was
was
doing
here.
a broadcast. Silver was down 50 and came back. I said it's going to rally. From
Right
here,
here.
I don't know. I guess, you know, from here it's a coin toss, but I'd go with the calls. Are they sweeps or wise guys?
No, never what? No. Wise. I don't even, you know what? Thank you for anybody that follows our feed. Wise guys are just trying to maybe pick the bottom on AMD. But
Yeah.
sweeps are saying sweeping with coach, and I'll expand on that is, January, February, March, they'll pay sweeps mean if they see something that's in strike value, no matter if it's 1 month or weekly to 6 months out, they'll just say if that one's value, I'll just take it out.
What strike are they buying?
March.
And March is the month. What's a strike?
Oh, I gotta get that down to you,
So
coach.
are they buying 50s or?
I'll get back to you on that.
All right. Anyway, it's a shot. I mean, it could make a run up there if silver's going to 37, 38, and the market's going to keep melting up. It could go.
This is a Viking therapeutic. This drug, this weight loss drug.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people, and I'm actually starting to feel bad. Sharp men that are down in this drug, Viking therapy. The Ozempic.
Oh, what about it? What's wrong?
What's wrong? It's just not. I mean, it's just I stayed away. I want to be in this, but
Oh,
there's
okay.
something wrong with this stock.
There's plenty of demand for it. That's for sure.
No, it's just something's wrong with this. Anyway,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it could be.
So,
There's a lot of unsettledness, not knowing what the rules are going to be under the next administrations. There's a lot of unknowns. We're making a transition here. So,
But the longer you trade, the longer your trading style, the longer is if there are knowns, and obviously I agree with Coach. We all agree.
yeah,
Is that know what you're buying? The better the breed, the longer go out. The less the
yeah,
short term spec with these unknowns, they're rentals. All my
yeah,
positions coming jet. This is another thing. You know what? I'll even show you my screen. I'm not freaking shy. Look at this. Do you see the majority of stocks I'm down on here?
yeah,
Penny. By the way, I'm up several million if you read. That was just unrealized. See this?
yeah,
Penny stock down 150. Penny
yeah,
stock down 150. Penny stock down 110. The split down 85. Twilo, I'll get my money back. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm
yeah.
saying is no more any stock. If I didn't trade it a stock, any stock under $5, I'd be living next to 10. So no more stocks under five that I trade.
I know we're all, have this attraction to certain things that aren't good for our financial well-being. All right, buddy. So, good seeing you, talking to you. Calls coming in silver. Margot likes it. She got a hold of me. I think she had a low in silver due around the same time, about a week and a half ago. I think she was talking $38 silver. So, you know, she's good.
I agree.
So there you go. There's a little confirmation there.
Where's my thing? Hold on. Do you have any questions?
And buy this break in TLT in the next on a bad inflation
Good.
number. Buy it, and then I'll be selling yen and buying TLT coming up. Maybe after the inflation number tomorrow.
Lennar. Where are my charts? Hold on, guys. You know what? Oh, yeah, there. Chart on Lennar. Let's do, you know what? Best of breed, homie. Like Oracle. Just like an Oracle feel. Best of software. Came up, well, with testing that is Lennar. That ain't good.
Well, it's right on support. The descending triangle. That looks like 130's coming. Sell your house. All right. Real estate crash. Melody Wright. Don't be
Carvana.
long. Don't be long home builders.
Nevada. There you go, coach. Now it's really in trouble. Now they had a chance to hold it when they had Apple hanging in there, when they had the Goog. Yeah, I'm telling you. And this SMCI is not helping the situation either. Well, I don't know, coach.
Well, that still have conviction on the video. We get through 132. It measures 112. Under 112, we have problems, Houston. You're talking about a $60 stock. I know it sounds impossible, but 112 is, I think, that's the target. 116, 112 for this next coming wave if we break down under 32. And don't you think the whole world owns NVIDIA? I mean, who doesn't own NVIDIA in their portfolio in one way or another? I mean, it was the Bitcoin of last year. Okay, buddy.
We have any questions?
I'll let you focus.
Yeah, I apologize about that.
It's okay, bro. All
Uh,
right, so don't just count your pips, count your blessings
was the
and
Bitcoin of last year.
yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks, coach. I'm
All
sorry.
right, it's okay, man.
Cheers.
I know what it's like. All right. You never have to explain. I know what it's like. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, take it easy, buddy.